way you get in, the way you spin, the way you get in, the way you spin, the way you get in, the way you spin, the way you get in, the way you spin. The 1, 2, 3, 4, hit it, don't it, and do the boogie thing. On the 1, 2, 3, 4, hit it, don't it, and do the boogie thing. On the 1, 2, 3, 4, hit it, don't it, get up, and do the boogie thing. You don't stop, get up. On the 1, 2, 3, 4, hit it, don't it, get up.
Hey Hammer Nation, how you doing today? Just a second. Let me see, get my... There you go. Hey Hammer Nation, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey Hammer Nation, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm gonna wait on a friend to come, but I just wanted to let you know. Hi, Miss Lady Dream Team. I'm gonna wait on a friend to come. Yeah, waiting on a friend to come. Hey, Miss Lady Dream Team. Hi, Miss Lady Dream Team. I just wanted to talk about Tim Norman and R. Kelly, because this is a subject that we need to discuss, folks. Two men that seemingly had it all ruined it. They ruined it for their own selfish purposes. And they ruined themselves for it. Tim Norman, I'll start with him. He was on a successful show of Sweetie Pies. I think most of y'all saw it. I saw it. And then he started to take out a life insurance policy out of his own nephew and had him killed. That is a sad state of affairs. Let me show y'all just a second. Okay. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Hi, Corinne Aqua Clara. Let's go to the St. Louis Dispatch. Let's go. Let's see, search Tim Norman. Okay. Okay. Law and Order. The Nation. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay. Can y'all see? Yeah, hi there, Corinne Aqua Clara. Let's see. Let me show you what he did. Let me show you what he did. Let me just get the quality up here. Okay. Let me get the dispatch up here. It says here, if y'all can see it, let me go to my, if y'all can see it, let me know. Y'all can see it, wait a minute. If y'all can see it, let me know. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Well, I have to go to the quality advanced resolution 720 so y'all can see it. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can zoom it in. Okay. Let's see if I can zoom it in. No. I can't seem to zoom. Let's see. Let's. Okay. Can y'all see it? How do I zoom it in? Okay. Camera. Can y'all see it? Yeah, a jury found James Tim Norman guilty on Friday of conspiring to kill his nephew, ending a St. Louis trial full of reality TV stars, life insurance schemes, and cash payouts. Let's see. Let's see. That's captured national attention for the past 2 weeks. In the end, the jury found that Norman, 43, orchestrated the murder of his 21-year-old nephew, Andre Montgomery, then attempted to cash up to $450,000 in a fraudulent life insurance policy he took out on Montgomery. Okay. He took out on Montgomery. The both starred in Welcome to Sweetie Pies, a long-running own reality show about the popular soul food business founded by Robbie Montgomery, Norman's mother and Andre's grandmother in the St. Louis area. Jurors deliberated for more than 17 hours over 3 days before finding Norman guilty on 2 federal murder-for-hire counts and 1 charge of conspiracy to commit wire and mail fraud. Norman held a blank expression as the verdict was read to a courtroom packed with family and friends on both sides of the case. His supporters surrounded his mother right outside the courtroom, sobbing audibly. U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Missouri, Sailor Fleming, said motive for the murder plot came down to one thing: Norman's greed. While the evidence was voluminous and overwhelming, Fleming said, Norman's plan was relatively straightforward. Kaylin Griggs, Montgomery's sister, stood with her family in justice for Andre T. T-shirts on the courthouse just after the verdict, calling Norman a monster who her brother feared in the weeks before his death. The lesson is, I don't care how much money a person got, Griggs says, you cannot underestimate their greed. Evil. Oh, okay. Evidence during the trial showed Norman paid $10,000 to an exotic dancer, Tarika Ellis, to track his nephew's location. Norman then used a friend to pay $5,000 to the shooter, Tavell Anthony Hill, after Hill killed Montgomery. Both Ellis and Hill testified for the prosecution. Norman's defense team made the right decision in the criminal trial to have Norman testify on his own behalf. Hey, Shalima. And he was a mentor to his nephew who never wanted to harm him. Norman broke into tears during more than 4 hours of testimony, telling the jury he enlisted Ellis until to find his nephew, but not kill him. He said he wanted to confront Montgomery about a recent burglary at his mom's home. I'm extraordinarily surprised and disappointed, said Norman's defense attorney Mike Leonard on Friday. I really thought this was a case where the prosecution didn't meet the burden of proof. Leonard has said Norman plans to appeal the verdict. Two witnesses asserted their Fifth Amendment right not to testify, hurting the defense. Leonard argued the first was Wiley Rebbe Yagman, the life insurance agent who worked with Norman to set up Andre Montgomery's policy. Yagman pleaded guilty this summer to a wire fraud charge. The second was a friend of Norman's who prosecutors say told the shooter, Hill, Norman would pay to have Montgomery killed. Montgomery's sister Griggs said Montgomery knew he would be in danger if he went to St. Louis where he was killed. He told her just before he left, he said, I'm going to be one of God's soldiers. Oh, God. So, that's the meat and potatoes of it, Hammer Nation. That's the meat and potatoes of it. All for greed. Greed. So, all for greed. Greed. The horn section, Lady Shine. Yeah. Let me put the link in here. See if my friend. Yeah. Let me put the link in here. See if anybody's coming up. Oh. All right. The link's in there. So I'm going to play a song until somebody shows up. I hope he does. Let's see. Oh, crap. Let me get down. Gwen Guthrie, Seventh Heaven. see, Gwen Guthrie, Seventh Heaven. Let me see, try to say Gwen Guthrie, Seventh Heaven. Let's see, where's the original? Yeah, there's the best better. It's all for greed, man.
Respect me, protect me, run my feelings at the wall. Come on, tell me midnight tenderness till the kiss of dawn. Seven heaven, seven heaven in your love. It's like seven heaven. Your heaven's masterpiece. Come on, take me
telling you my heart is in your hands. I just have to make you understand. I just have to make you understand. Let me be your lover, be your man. I just have to make you understand.
Man, will Tim win his appeal? Come on, Hammer Nation. I need your advice and your theory about what Tim should do. R. Kelly, should he appeal his sentence? Well, he won't be sentenced until next year. But I just want to know from you, Hammer Nation, that two men who seem to have had it all is now gone. So I'm just trying to figure out what made these people that seemingly to have had it all just lost it, just like that. So I just want to know. I'm waiting on a friend to show up. He's supposed to be coming by today, so I'm just waiting on him. So while I'm waiting on him, let me have your opinion, Hammer Nation. What should these two men do? Should they just fight it to the bitter end? So I just want to know, $450,000 out on his nephew, Tim, was that worth it? Hi, Just Me. Was that worth it? Was that worth it, Tim? You putting a hit on your own nephew. Hi, Just Me. Welcome to Hammer Nation. You know, it's just sad. It's all just freaking sad that, you know. Hi, Just Me. Welcome to Hammer Nation. Oh yeah, it's a shame, Vibrant Low. $450,000 out on your whole nephew, and you do this. You know? And hi, Just Me. Welcome to Hammer Nation, Just Me. Hi, Room Shaker. Hi, Room Shaker. Oh, let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna put the comments up. Hi. Just Me. Hi. Oh, let's see. Anybody else that I miss here? Corinne Aqua says thumbs up. Miss Lady D says, hey. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the show. Okay. So, I'm just wondering, did nobody know Tim was going to do this kind of dirty deed? Did anybody know Tim was going to do this? You know, took out a hit on his own nephew. I just feel bad. I just feel bad for everybody. Miss Robbie especially. I know she stuck through Tim. I know she stood by him through the whole trial for what I read. But it's got to be going through her. Yeah, greedy, yeah. It's just got to be going through her mind now that her own son just killed her own grandson. It's just a shame, Vibrant Low, all for money. You know? I'm going to play that song, the OJs, For the Love of Money. You know, oh.
Some people got to have it. Yeah, yeah. Some people really need it. Listen to me, y'all. Do things, bad things with it. Well, you wanna do things, good things with it. Yeah, 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 yeah. People will steal from their mother. People will rob their own brother. People can't even walk the streets because they'll never know in the world they're gonna be. For that make great almighty dollar. Got money. People will lie, they will cheat. People don't care who they hurt or beat. A woman will sell her precious body for a small piece of paper. It carries a lot of weight. For that great almighty dollar. Talking about, I know that money to the road, even do funny things.
Hey, Lily Rose.
Give me a nickel, brother, can you stand down? Money
Hey,
can
Diva.
people.
Come on up, Diva. You're not blocked.
Got to have
Let me see.
I really need it. How many things have I heard
You're
you
not-
say?
Oh, your other channel is blocked.
Don't let money rule you.
You're not blocked, Diva.
Have I heard you say? Don't let money fool you. No. Yeah,
Come on up, Diva.
People don't let money fool. Don't let money change you. All my time. I keep telling you, people don't let money fool. Don't let money change you. All my time.
You're not blocked, Diva. You're not blocked, Diva. I didn't know you was coming back here. Come on up, Diva. I'll go to my studio, man. You're not blocked, Diva. Oh, come on, Tanya. When you gonna fuck this up? Channel dashboard. You're not blocked, Diva. I'll fix this up. Oh, come on, Diva. Oh, man. Where is this? Where is this thing? Where do I go? You're not blocked, Diva. Oh, God, man, I just came up here to have a good conversation, and everything I'm thinking I'm getting dragged. Now, where do I go? I go to community. Let me go. Where do I go, man? Okay, here I go. Community. Let me see. I'm going to Diva. Diva's not in here. You're not in here, Diva. Okay. There you go. You're not blocked, Diva. Because I don't see you in here. Easy for President Diva. Yay! Hey, Diva. Hey, Diva.
I don't understand. What's going on around here?
I don't know. Hey,
It's an echo. It's an echo.
wait a minute. Let me check that out.
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
There you go.
You gotta. It's an echo. It's not mine.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me go audio mic. I see it.
It's too much going on, Tanya. It's too much going on up here.
Let me see stereo audio and echo cancellation. How's that? Let me go audio mic.
I don't know what's going on, Tanya.
I'll give you a wrench anyway. Audio and echo cancellation. How's that? I'll turn it off. Turn it off. Let me see. There you go. Well, I don't know who it is. It's they say my sound's fine.
It's good. Can y'all hear echo?
There you go. Well, it can't be me. They say my sound's fine.
Oh, that's what it said to you. Well,
I was trying to.
I'm streaming too. So, but I don't know what's going on.
Well, I have all my windows closed. I have all my Diva. It's Diva's echo. She says it's your echo.
Who said that?
Lily Rose.
Okay, I'll be dragging her a little later on.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be dragging her a little later on. All right, it's too. Listen,
Oh, and here comes Lily Rose now. Okay, y'all be.
Diva,
Yes?
go back. You know that's your echo. Stop trolling. Stop trolling Tanya during her live, Diva. She was over here playing music.
What?
That's your echo.
I don't got time for this.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
y'all, Vibrant. She over her channel trolling y'all. Swear to God.
Oh,
right,
Johnny
bye-bye.
Blaze is here. Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Tanya, how you doing?
Yeah. Well, let's get back to the topic. Now. Oh, hi. Hi. Am I hearing you? You hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you, Tanya. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I thought it was my echo or something.
Well, I don't have anything. You know what? It could be because I don't have any tabs up.
Oh,
Close the
okay.
tabs up.
Okay. So what do you think what I just did?
Okay, let me see. It's still echoing.
Okay, let me see what about my audio. Okay, how's that?
Let me see. No, I don't hear no echo now. Okay, we good.
Okay. So, what do you think, Johnny, what I
All right,
just said.
catch me up because I'm just not getting here. Catch me up.
I'm talking about Tim Norman. That
Okay,
he,
I'm not familiar with him so much. I mean, I
yeah,
heard that name, but I'm
yeah,
not familiar with him.
took out for he was a member of Sweetie Pies, right with his mom. He ran a restaurant that you see on OWN.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
So he took out a $450,000 life insurance policy out on his nephew. And he paid an exotic dancer, Tarika Ellis, 5,000 to to find out where his location was because he
Mhm.
said there was a burglary at his mom's house, which probably there wasn't no burglary, but he immediately took out a life insurance policy out on him, and he had him killed. He was the architect of his. It was all greed. That's all. It was all greed,
Well, it's self-explanatory then, Tanya. He getting exactly what he deserved. You
and
know?
he's supposed to be sentenced, I think, in December.
Yeah.
I just want to know what you think about him and R. Kelly. Both men had it all, and now that R. Kelly. Oh, hi West Coast Bellies. Hi West Coast Bells. Welcome to Hammer Nation. Who's West Coast Bells? Hmm. Welcome to Hammer Nation, West Coast Bells. But I just want to know what you think.
Well, let's see. R. Kelly has been notarized since the 90s. This
Yes.
guy here, not so much, right? So
Yeah.
I don't want to mix Kelly and him because it is two different scenarios where R. Kelly, he's been accused and proven to dealing with underage girls, right?
Yeah.
David Allen has been charged for setting up the murder of his nephew.
Yes.
Totally different to me because um he's going to be going to jail for a long time just because of what he did and R. Kelly as well. But it's different stories for both men. R. Kelly has already been charged in the system. Now, you know how I feel about that, Tanya, because it's too much selective outrage as far as what R. Kelly did.
Yes.
They're not talking about other people doing the same thing that he's doing. So to me, it's a disingenuous um, type of conversation if you're only going to bring up R. Kelly, but don't bring up the rest of these guys, whether they white, Mexican, whoever, right? Because the world that we live in now tell us money talks, bullshit runs marathons, right? So it's always, and it's still to this day, is going to always be about money. Now, with both of those situations, R. Kelly and David Allen, if you notice, both of them don't have any money. Because if R. Kelly really had that money that he's supposed to, let's be honest, he wouldn't be sitting in jail.
Yeah.
And David Allen is going to do all of the time that they're going to give him because he's a low down, dirty man that because of money, made him do a despicable act towards his nephew. That's unexcusable. For some money,
Yeah. When you saw Tim, you didn't really think he would do that sort of stupid stuff.
I don't put none past nobody nowadays, Tanya. I
I
really
guess
don't.
not. I guess not. But it just seems to me that his lawyers is going to try to appeal this. But the person I really feel sorry for is his mom. But I don't know. She's between a rock and a hard place now.
Well, I mean, hey, regardless if you know that your son or daughter is doing wrong, you still got to ride with them, right? And it's the same
Yeah.
thing. Even if I know my mom and my dad did some bogus shit, no matter how I may feel about them doing what they did, I'm still gonna ride with them.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people get me confused when I tell people, like, look, If my mom and daddy do some fuck shit on out here and they bring it to me, I'm gonna get them to turn themselves in because see, it don't help all of us. If all of us is in jail, who do they help? Somebody got to be outside to take care of the business.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think this here, Johnny, that he should have not. I think he was in prison before when Tim got out the first time, you know, and
Uh-huh.
Robbie made him a manager or something like that of her restaurant. So those two have been arguing back and forth a lot on the TV, as you probably I've seen it a couple times. But it just doesn't seem right to me that he had to go this far to do this to his own nephew. And Robbie told Andre told Miss Robbie that he was scared of him. You know?
It got to be a lot of variables with that, though, Tanya. He might have owed some people. He might have been under. People do
He
when
put him
people
in
back.
this music school. He
Well,
put
yeah,
him, yeah,
you got to understand people when they backs are against the wall, and a lot of things can hit you all at once. You go off of impulse instead of thinking things out through, right? So I don't know that man personally to really elaborate that way, but to me, for him to go through that length to take out a insurance policy on his nephew,
mm-hmm.
yeah, he was in the band like a motherfucker. That's the only
Yeah,
thing that I know for a fact.
450,000, and he paid a stripper friend of his 5,000 to know where he was, and all that stuff. But as for R. Kelly, man, I feel like that Nia testimony that I read, that she was 15 when she met the dude at the mall, right?
Hmm.
And she wanted to go to the concert, and she went to Minnesota, but she didn't tell her mom that she was going to be on that flight, and she didn't have no ID or nothing, you know. And she went to the hotel, went on a plane. I mean, the limo picked her up. Now, a limo pulls up in front of your house. So the neighbors know when there was a limo pulling up in front of your house, and you don't tell your mom you're going to Minnesota, you know?
Well, Tanya, it depends on if you talking about in the 90s.
Yeah,
Hell no, they ain't telling shit.
no,
They
she
about to
ain't.
go and get that money because they know who R. Kelly is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And you got to understand too, you got the ones that snuck around to get a hold to R. Kelly, and then you got the ones that R. Kelly knew the parents too.
yeah,
Let's talk about that. Why is
yeah.
it no outrage about the parents letting their
Yeah, well,
daughters go
yeah,
to R?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. The parents had more involvement than R. Kelly did, because all they wanted to do was do a business. I think Asbel's father wanted him to do a Bluetooth dildo with his music on it, and Asriel told her father not to do that deal and stuff like that, not to do that. Asriel told R. Kelly not to do that deal with her father, and now she's back with her parents, but I don't think she really loves her father and mother all that much, to be perfectly frank. But now they didn't testify. They testified in the first trial of R. Kelly. I haven't heard Jocelyn Savage or anybody testify. So right now he's got Cook County and Minnesota to deal with, because he's not going to be sentenced until next year, February 23rd of 2023, and Tim's going to be sentenced in December. So two guys who totally had it all just messed it up for themselves, and their names are now mud, man.
Well, this is just a lesson to the rest of us on out here that some may have aspirations of making it big, right?
Yeah,
These lessons that we see from R. Kelly and David Allen, we need to really take heed to that, right? Because we need to always remain humble. Because just like you could get on top and you can make all the money in the world, get the notoriety that you want from your fans or whatever, right? It can all be taken away from you just like that
yeah,
within a blink of an eye. So the
yeah,
point is that Our image is everything, Tanya. Your image is everything. My image is everything, right?
Yeah.
So if you have morals about yourself, it's certain situations that you're not going to put yourself into so you don't have to suffer the scrutiny of your audience having to ask you questions on, right?
Yeah.
So I don't go to clubs.
I mean,
I don't.
that's the only, that's the same thing that people always tell you. They always tell you, leave the freaking streets alone. Don't go to clubs. Don't go to this and that. Don't have your friends that you grew up on the streets with as your entourage. And Aaron Hernandez didn't learn that lesson. He had his club. He went to strip clubs and everything, and he got mad because somebody spilled the drink on him, and that's it. And that's something they always tell you, but it just seems to me that we as a people doesn't want to seem to leave the streets alone, John. I don't understand why we can't leave the streets alone when we rise to the top.
Well, no, you're not. Well, I'm gonna say this: you're not supposed to leave the streets alone. You're just not supposed to be out there doing dumb shit. If you're
That's what
gonna
I
be
meant.
right, if you're gonna be in the streets,
Yeah,
make it to where you're being beneficial towards either yourself or others. Like, I mean, seriously,
yeah,
because it's too easy to go off into some dumb shit once you get in the streets, right? So
yeah,
how about challenge yourself on doing something that's positive, that's actually good, that can benefit others as much as just yourself? See, people don't think that way. People just
no,
think, man, it's about me, fuck
yep,
everybody else, and
yep,
I'm going about my business, right?
yep,
Which
yep,
I can't get mad at that way of thinking, no, Tanya, because I understand that these the people probably that think that way. They didn't
yeah,
try it that way, and life has
yeah.
just beaten them up so much about them doing it that way to a point that they get desensitized about it, right?
Perfect example, Jay Z. He was a drug dealer, and I could understand that. He made his way to the top of the mountain, and he hasn't been on the streets since then. But he's done. He's got clubs. He's married to the most beautiful woman in the world, Beyonce. He's got kids. He made it to the top of the big time. And some people think he took the mantle of Biggie when he died, and Tupac and everything. Biggie, because he loved Biggie so much. But
No, he didn't do none of that. No,
no,
Tanya. Jay
no.
Z didn't want to be a part of that type of going back and forth because it led nowhere, right?
Yeah,
And just him seeing Tupac die and then his boy Biggie die.
yeah,
I mean, come on now. If he would have been a fool to continue, like, see, Jay Z is a smooth rapper.
yeah.
He's not one of those type of gangster rappers. I
No,
mean, he could go there if he really wanted to, but like that ain't his
yeah.
stilo, you know.
And yeah, now R. Kelly was the king of R&B. They said he had the 90s like that, John. He had the 90s all sewn up. And now you know what? If he ever gets out, who will? I don't think nobody. I know he has supporters. I love R. Kelly's music. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like the way this whole situation with him ended up. But but they say the record company has his masters, and the record company can do what the heck they want with him. And the people that was the victims, the true victims of R. Kelly, might not see a dime of that. It's all up to the record company or
Mhm.
or his catalog, for instance. So they have to figure out what they're going to do with that. But I'm just saying to this: if you're going to be like a top notch star, right? Top notch star, you better have a decorum about yourself. Don't be in the streets. Don't stay away from clubs or anywhere where you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble, like football players, baseball players. I don't care who you are. You're supposed to have like a newscasters. They're supposed to have like the corns of themselves. Politicians, well, mostly some have the corn, but they always seem to have the power. You know what I'm saying? They all
Mhm.
power gets to their freaking head, and they go to like our hi Heavy Bear. But it just seems like our current Governor McGreevey. Yeah, McGreevey. He was having, relations with a man in a bathroom while he was still married. No, it wasn't McGreevey. It was Flores. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Governor. Yeah, yeah. And we were in shock. This was like after 9/11. But I'm just so called confused that a person who has say like you're a record executive, right? You're
Mhm.
supposed to have like you're supposed to bring in the top notch stars that supposed to have like really good sensitive morals about themselves. But I just think that all comes out the window when the cameras is off. They become kind of different people, and they have all that money. And one time you'll be on the top of the mountain, but you got to reinvent yourself every single time. You can't do the same thing over and over again because people will get bored and go to somebody else. That's why people have to reinvent themselves. Like Madonna reinvented herself, Michael reinvented himself. If you don't reinvent yourself as a star, they're gonna go on to somebody else. So that's why people have to reinvent themselves. But it all comes down to dignity and honor. But nobody has any honor more John. I just think people that's being in the streets so doggone much that they say they don't give a really darn about whether it hurts their career, their family's career, or their reputation. And I want to keep my reputation in freaking tact, you know?
Well, and you're right. But do you know it's hard as hell every day
Yeah.
to stay on the righteous path? Because
Hell,
you got so many.
hi, hell, hi, El Hombre, and play baseball? And play baseball. That's, he spelled baseball wrong. Hi, El Hombre. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, Tanya, we all make decisions for our own self. So we can't get mad when we make the wrong decision and we not woman or man enough to take accountability for what we do out here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It don't mean shit. It don't mean shit if we don't sit up and take a step back and say, wow, what was my part in all the chaos and the confusion that's going on, right?
Yeah.
Now, you can sit up here and say all you want. Well, they did it to me and I was just responding. Well, let's go here. If you didn't respond, then what? You feel what I'm saying? So you have to look at it that way too, though, as far as for your own self. Fuck trying to blame somebody else. Now, David Allen and R. Kelly both are reflecting on all the wrong that they have done.
Yep. And they're thinking, you know what? And his manager and the other dude, they're thinking, God, they're not in jail in federal prison right now. But the bottom line of that is the prosecution didn't have enough evidence to convict his two associates there. Hi, Christ Counsel. But they didn't have enough hard evidence to convict those two. So they're thanking the Lord that they're not in federal prison right now.
Well, all I know is that they have plenty of time to reflect on all the wrong that they did. And the best thing for those two gentlemen to do is to keep your head down, do your time, and just try to make
Well, then,
amends, make
well, they're
amends
not.
with Father.
They were found not guilty there, Johnny. So they're free and clear. But R. Kelly was found not guilty on some charges. But he they say the prosecution said he's the worst of the worst. That he let that Jive Records enabled him. Everybody around him enabled him to do all this. And now that the money is like down the drain, it's just like you gotta have that certain. You, I'm not a star. I'm not a star, but I don't want to be like if you had the whole world on a string, and now it's just down the toilet, Johnny. I just don't understand something, and you maybe can understand. Explain this to me. I don't know if you can, but I hope you can learn to me on this when I'm talking to you. And thank you for being here at Hammer Nation, Johnny. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no doubt, Tanya. You
Yeah,
know what? I was going off of my time, not to interrupt you. I was going off of my time of 3 o'clock. But
yeah,
when I saw you live, I'm like, damn, maybe you is an hour ahead of me.
yeah,
Or no, an hour behind because it's 2:50 where I'm at now. I don't
yeah.
know what time it is where you at.
It's 3:50 here.
Also, you an hour ahead of me. So okay. So
Yeah.
I was going off my time. All right.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't understand this. And can you explain this to me? When you're like a real superstar, right? And you
Mhm.
got everybody praising you, doing the good works you do. maybe you do charity work or something. But somewhere when the cameras is off with you, you start to do some stupid stuff that you didn't do. Like Tiger Woods, he did some stupid stuff with all these other women, and he almost had a nearly fatal accident on his golf cart. He almost he almost bit the dust. And now he's trying to get back into golf. He's not the Tiger Woods that we knew, the top of the heap. He's not at the top of the heap no more. So if you got to stay on top, you better stay on top, or somebody else will knock you down. You have the floor.
Well, we gonna be honest with all of this, right?
Yeah,
No one knocked Tiger Woods down but Tiger Woods.
yeah, he
Because
sure did.
because Tiger Woods thought because of his notoriety and the fame that he has
Hmm.
that he couldn't get caught.
Yeah,
People want to still kind of say, well, I'm not saying that he's not entitled to making a mistake. That's not
no,
what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is because of his notoriety and his
yeah,
fame,
yeah.
he didn't think that he could get caught, but he did.
Yeah, you know what? I think that's what it is. They're afraid to get caught, and they're afraid that if it gets out, then it's their reputation is nothing but mud. You
But they
know?
can't be scared. But Tanya, this the thing, right?
Yeah,
Even as us that's not famous and all that,
yeah,
we know the consequences of our actions when we do shit on out here. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Whether it's to cheat on your wife, cheat on your husband, cheat on your taxes, steal money from somebody, we already know either you just don't care,
uh
or
huh.
if it don't affect you right then and there, you think that you can get away with it
You
again
know what
and
happened
again.
here in New Jersey? Somebody stole money from Medicare, Medicaid, and they used it for their own personal benefit. And and they got arrested for that. And somebody stole the Social Security, and they got arrested for using the Social Security money for their own personal benefit. That's
Mm.
why I don't give my Social Security number out to nobody unless they part of Social Security or Medicare. But I read in the paper somebody used a public official used Medicare and Medicaid money for their own personal piggy bank. But I'm just feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for any of these. Hey, Phil Spector, a classic example. He did the Wall of Sound, right? But he was known for carrying guns in the studio and everything, and he killed that lady. And now he's dead. He's in the ground, and now he's just but all the works he did. I don't know if people will still recognize his work or not, but Phil Spector was a nut, and Ronnie Spector dealt with him, and everything that mansion he's at is probably up for sale, or somebody wants to buy it. I don't know who would want to buy that mansion after that murder, but Robert Blake, perfect example. He didn't want to marry that woman, but he said he killed her, but he was found not guilty of all those charges, even though he had something to do with her murder. Bonnie
Okay.
Blake. I remember that trial. And O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, the perfect example of that. I don't want to get into that, but he got in prison because he wanted his memorabilia back. But who would they're old now, but who would deal with business with them? Bill Cosby, same thing. He got on old charges that should have never been charged against him. Now he's free. And now R. Kelly is now looking at a lifetime, 10 to 90 years in federal prison. And that's, what, there's got to be a moral to the story. If you're going to be famous, don't be in the streets. That's what they always keep telling you. Don't but be have you know what? I don't think nobody will ever give up the streets, Johnny. It's just too much of an addiction, I guess. I don't know.
No,
Maybe
you could give up. Well, look, Tanya, I can't say that because I'm not in the streets like that. When I'm in the streets,
yeah.
I'm going to be beneficial towards my own family, or I'm helping someone to
I'm
be
not mentioning you,
beneficial.
Johnny. I'm just saying that there are some people that won't give up the streets for nothing. That's all.
And
I'm not
that
just saying you,
and
brother.
that's on them. That's
Yeah,
they cross the bear. I'm not Tanya, this is my thing, right? I don't worry if nobody else crossed if they got the bear on their own.
yeah,
Whether they decisions that they make in life, because guess what? Ain't nobody gonna bear my cross as far as my decisions that I make in life. I gotta bear that. So
yeah.
I don't involve myself with a lot of the personal, like Like this, what we talking about is different. But what I'm talking about is I don't give a shit because my moral compass is intact.
Language.
Man's is intact. I don't have no problem with telling no motherfucker if that's not what I want to do, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem with if I agree with something, I
Yeah.
agree to it.
You know, take me. I'm a reverend's granddaughter. I miss my grandfather and everything, but I'm a widow. And what I do on my personal time, I get up, get ready to go to the next day at the workshop and do what I got to do. I don't worry about the streets or anything else. And that's me. And I will continue to do that. But I just don't understand why some of these so-called actors, celebrities, and sport people, they seem to get away with it, and you know what? That's their cross to bear too. I can understand that,
Right.
but you gotta have some fame. You know what? You gotta have some. You know what? If you to all you so-called wannabe actors, actresses, film directors, and producers, you gotta have some. You know what? It just seems like you got to think for yourself. Try to do what's right for you. Have some people around you that look out for you and your career. But it just seems like that there's somewhere along the way the temptation gets the best of them, and they end up just like R. Kelly or Tiger Woods or anybody else, or even in the government. They got some people got some skeletons in their closet too. But we don't hear about it on the media until somebody gets arrested for drunk driving, stuff. A public official gets in trouble, But I just wanted to bring this subject of these two individuals that seem to have had it all. R. Kelly, who had the '90s all freaking sewn up, Grammy Award winner, Soul Train Award winner, all those are freaking awards trapped in the closet, all those platinum records he had. I grew up listening to all those, and now look where he is at. Look where he is at, man. He's looking at you know what? It just seems like a cautionary tale that if you're gonna make a tape of somebody that you don't want to tape with, just put it somewhere where nobody will find it, or don't do it at all. But people will do that. We didn't learn that from Pam and Tommy Lee when their sex tape came
Now,
out, and
come
the
on,
whole
Tanya.
freaking
Now
world
you
knew
know
about that.
now R. Kelly is a narcissist, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because come on now, who in the right mind will go through what he went through in the '90s with Aaliyah,
yeah,
then turn right around and make a fucking sex tape?
yep.
And you
And
act like wasn't nobody. And look, it's right here in Chicago when all the shit happened.
yeah.
So you don't think that tape was gonna get leaked to everybody?
One of the group members of talent who with R. Kelly said one girl called them and she had a tape and it was delivered right to his mom's house. And she said she was delivered to right to his mom. Now, what if his mom saw that package and saw that tape? He said he made copies of it and he wanted to sell it, that he had his necklace
You know
and he
what?
went to the pawn.
I want to say this though, Tanya, not that you right.
Yeah,
Mamas was doing all that crazy shit just like the women of today is doing.
yeah. Well,
So I don't know. You know what? I don't even try to put that much homage into that because again, I got here for my mom and daddy doing the nasty and all this and that. So I just try to live in the aspect of the real world about it. Like that don't matter to me. Because
well,
think about it. You got older women on here that talk way more reckless than the young women. Way
yeah,
more reckless. So that's why they don't hold no weight. And plus, I've already been exposed to different ways different type of women be talking anyway. So
yeah,
I'm open-minded to a whole lot more. Like matter of fact, when it comes to a woman, you better have an open mind about any and everything that comes up out of her mouth. For
yeah,
one, and my thinking is this: I don't sit up and try to when it comes to women anyway,
yeah.
it's not my job to give my critique on no woman
No,
unless she has dealt with me in a business form
yeah,
or maybe intimate, right?
yeah,
But since now business wise, it's a certain level of respect that I have to still hold, right?
Yeah.
but I'm still gonna let that individual know, hey, you did bad business. I don't like the way you played that. And there's nothing wrong with you being able, whether if it's a woman or a man, it don't matter about that part. But what I'm getting at is I don't give correction to women. You will never just hear me give correction to a woman unless she blatantly disrespected me. And even sometimes when a woman disrespect me, I know how to overlook it and just go the opposite way.
But you know what? I really thank you for being up here, Johnny, because it's just a perfect example of when you have things go to your head, and you know when you have it all, it goes down the toilet real fast. And I try to make myself more independent than I really do, and I really thank my father, rest his soul. And I wake up every morning. I have his necklace around my neck, and I have it right here on my neck right now. See, I have his necklace right here, and I
Uh-huh.
have his ashes in there. So I've got to keep myself grounded and not make any mistakes along the way. It's just that we got to do ourselves better as a people. But it just seems to me like we always seem to go backwards than forwards. So I just want to say thank you for being here. And you know what? It makes me a better person to be what I am. Then so be it. I'm not gonna be out here straight sell. I don't sell myself. I don't do drugs or nothing. I try to keep myself grounded as I possibly can
Well,
because
what
it's
what
only
Tanya,
one me around
you
here.
heard what they've been saying. They said I sell myself though, right?
Yeah, well, I don't think you really do that, John.
No, no,
You
Tanya.
know, you
Tanya,
don't.
please. I'm priceless, Tanya.
I know
Couldn't
you are.
nobody
You're
buy
priceless
me.
for me, man.
Shit. They can't buy me. If
No.
you look, when you're priceless, then that means that you never could be bought, right?
Yeah,
That
well,
means that any
I heard some stories in the record business that if you want to be a record producer, you got to, sell yourself to the devil and all this other stuff. I've
well,
heard some other
I,
stuff like that.
that's a whole nother story. I don't want to get all off into
Yeah,
that on your show, but like I understand where you're going at with it because as I have to sell myself my audience, right? If and
yeah,
I'm gonna give you example. If I say that I want to earn money and I
yeah,
want to be an entertainer,
yeah,
then I have to sell my performance to my audience in order for them to go along with me to even give me any donations, right?
yeah.
Because that's the title that I took once I got on YouTube,
That's the
good
title
or
that I
bad.
took. I call myself Tanya the Hammer, and I want people to be respectful to my platform. And if they want to give me donations, that's fine,
But
And
you
that's
still,
it.
but Tanya, listen to what I just said though, right? You have to give your audience something for them to be able to donate to you about.
Okay, that's what I'm doing now with you, and I'm going to keep doing this subject
Right.
until I'm done with it.
Wait a minute, Tanya. Look, I gotta go get Duke because he acting a damn
Oh,
fool.
hi, Dookie.
Yeah, he barking that. Look, he
Yeah.
trying to act like somebody like I'm not paying him no damn attention.
well,
Lord. But
I'm
look,
going to keep
if you're
on
gonna
with
be up for a little while, I'll come back. But if not,
Okay.
I'm gonna see you later.
Okay, if you come back, and I'll be up here a little while longer until two
Okay.
o'clock.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you,
Welcome,
Peaches.
Peaches. All right, that was Anybody want to talk about this subject, man? You have it all, and you screw it up. What do you think, Hammer Nation? You have all that, you have all that fame, you have all that notoriety, and two men who have had it all just lost it. They just lost it all because of their stupid ego. You know, it's just a doggone shame that when you're rich and famous, you're supposed to have a decorum about yourself, but nobody seems to have that decorum about themselves anymore. It's like they're playing with fire with their own self-image, and I'm going to keep my self-image just the way it is. I don't want to be like these other celebrity type people that want to start some mess. Not me, not me. And I still feel bad for Miss Robbie, who now has to look at her son in federal prison for the rest of his life. He's looking at life. He's looking at life. R. Kelly is looking at 10 to 90 years. He's got 30 in New York, add another 90, and he's looking at 30 plus 90. That's about 100 and some years or more. But I just wanted to bring this subject up because it's just a doggone shame that some people just don't learn how to be respectful of themselves, you know. So here comes the next song.
What they do? They smile in your face all the time. They wanna take your place. The backstabbers, backstabbers. They smiling in your face all the time. They wanna take your place. The backstabbers, backstabbers. All you fellas who have someone and you really care, yeah, yeah. Then it's all of you fellas who better beware, yeah, yeah. Somebody's out to get your lady. A few of your buddies, they sure look shady. Blades are long, clutched tight in their fists, aiming straight at your back, and I don't think they'll miss. What they do? They smile in your face all the time. They wanna take your place. The backstabbers, backstabbers. I keep getting all these visits from my friends, yeah. What they doing to me? They come to my house again and again and again and again, yeah. So are they there to see my woman? I don't even be home, but they just keep on coming. What can I do to get on the right track? I wish they'd take some of these knives out my back. What they do? They smile in your face all the time. They wanna take your place. The backstabbers, backstabbers. Low down, dirty. What they do? They smile in your face. Smiling faces, smiling faces. Sometimes they smile in your face. I know me, no doubt, dirty.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is, people, you know, it just seems like nobody seems to check these celebrities out when it comes to their indiscretions, or, their moral character about themselves, whether in the entertainment business or in political life. It don't matter. If you get involved in a scandal, the people are gonna know about it, and you're gonna have to face the music one of these days. It just seems like nobody can help be accountable for what they do. And you're not a private person; you're a public figure of some sort, and you're out there amongst the people. But when the cameras is off of you, you become a different kind of person. So with Tim Norman's case, he became a different kind of person when he took the hit out on his own nephew. And like I said again, I really do feel sorry for Miss Robbie and the rest of the family, because there's no winners in here. It's just that it's a sad state of affairs that now Tim has to be in federal prison for like the rest of his life. And can he win on appeal? Something tells me he ain't gonna win unless there's a miracle. R. Kelly, the same thing. Can he win on appeal? I don't know. He's got Cook County and Minnesota on his heels, so he won't get sentenced until February of 2023. So he's got months and months and months of what to do while he's stuck in prison. So Lamel, you got something special.
understand my reason, boy. For all this time I've tried to tell you, I never thought you really cared. But now I found out that you do. I'll never try to leave you standing. They're trying to pick up pieces. Oh, you'll always have a place in my heart, boy. Cause you bring me so much joy. You got something special. You got something special. You got something special. You got something special. Yeah, yeah. We can make it happen, boy. We love only us to enjoy. Cause you know my love is true. It's for you and only you. I'll never try to leave you standing. Never try to pick up pieces. No.
Hello. Okay. You got about it, my love is here. You got something special. Well, to all my Hammer Nations in England, the Queen has been laid to rest. She has been buried in a private ceremony with the rest of the family. So it's an end of an era of the Queen. We don't know who will be Queen. Only time will tell who will be the next Queen. Maybe nobody. I don't know. But the Queen has been laid to rest. To all my England friends in Hammer Nation, we mourn you of the loss of your Queen. Please give King Charles a chance, man. I know he's not the best person in the world for you guys up there in England. I know he made a lot of boo-boos with Diana, but I'm sure he'll be up to the job. But I want to say to y'all in Hammer Nation, my friends up in England. The Queen has been laid to rest, so she is with her husband. And I hope you and all you Hammer Nation Knights there in England. I pray for you. We here in America, just me, that we grieve with you on the loss of your Queen. she'll be the one and only queen. So I wish you good luck on what you do. I wish you the best of luck, England. We don't know who will be the next queen. We don't know. Will never see another queen in my lifetime. So we will see on who be the next queen of England. They're saying maybe Camilla, but I don't think people would want Camilla Parker Bowles as the next queen, even though she's married to Charles. So what do you guys in England think? Should Camilla Parker Bowles be the next queen? Yes or no? Leave a comment in my chat. Thank you. So, getting back to Tim and R. Kelly, it's just a sad state of affairs that Tim has put himself in the hole that he's gotten himself into. So, that's about all I can say about that. So, anybody in Hammer Nation still here? Let me know. I'll do another song. Just a second. Destiny, here I am. Odyssey, here I am. Let's see. Here I am. No. No. Already, baby, here I am. Odd. Just see. I don't know what song I'm gonna do. Oh God! Anybody still up here? Let me know. Already, baby, here I am. Let's see, Chic.
Let's get some hands together, gang, for Chic.
Into the disco scene.
Dance for the proof of our arrival. Every night was a blast. We were flying fast, flying free, we were driven. No, I don't wanna live in the past, but it's a nice place to be sad. And if you come along,
Dynasty, here I am. Okay, Dynasty, here I am.
I've got a heart full of love, but nobody to call my own. If I could call you my woman, I promise you I'll never leave you alone. Give me, baby.
You speak the words so sweet, you mean so much to me that you know how to treat a woman. But the man from me must love me totally and understand I'm a woman. Can you give me that kind of love?
Heard you calling, oh baby, baby, here I am. Telling you my heart is in your hand. Calling, so baby, baby, here I am. And I'll make a lasting impression on love, girl, that you won't forget. Girl, I'm no stranger to me. I've had my ups and downs, but I don't regret.
Baby, just like you, I've been through it too. But it's worth it when I see you right in front of me. You I want to be. Now you found somebody to love, so baby, here I am. Here I am. Here I am. Come get it, baby, here I am.
Let me be your lover, be your man.
I'm ready, baby, here I am.
I heard you calling, but baby, baby, here I am. I just have to understand you're calling, so baby, baby, here I am. As long as I live, I will be right there. The love is strong. heart is in your hands. I just have to make you understand. I just have to make you understand.
I'm getting baby here right now.
Let me be your lover, be your man.
I'm ready, baby, here right now. I'm getting baby here right now.
I just have to make you understand.
Well, Hammer Nation, it's time for me to go. But thanks for Johnny Blaze for stopping by. I'll be live later on tonight. Bye, Hammer Nation.
Come on, get up. You don't stop.